Hi, my name is Sun Ku Yu. I'm going to talk about Ebola outbreak as a state veterinarian. In this presentation, I'm going to talk about Ebola virus disease, Ebola outbreak, transmission, signs and symptoms, diagnosis, treatment, animals and Ebola virus disease, and prevention, and lastly, one health approach. Ebola virus disease. Animals such as fruit bat and non-human primates such as gorilla, chimpanzee, or monkeys are potential source of Ebola virus. So it is a genetic disease. Therefore, the role of state veterinarians are very important to manage and control the outbreak. Ebola virus disease is potentially fatal hemorrhagic disease of humans and also deadly disease in animals. Ebola outbreak. Ebola virus disease was first described in the Democratic Congo Republic in 1976. Outbreak occurred due to close contact of infected animals and people and use of contaminated needles at the hospital. There were 318 cases were reported and 280 people died. So it showed that high fatality, 88%. The total number of cases had reached 26,593 as of May 11, 2015. Among them, 11,005 of them had died. Transmission. Contact with infected animal, such as fruit bat or non-human primate. After that, the virus spread from person to person, potentially affecting a large number of people. The medium of transmission could be blood or body fluid such as urine, saliva, sweat, feces, vomit, breast milk, and semen, and objects such as needles and syringe could be the medium of transmission. Signs and symptoms. Symptoms may appear from 2 to 21 days after contact with the virus, with an average of 8 to 10 days. Once you have the infection, you could have fever, severe headache, muscle pain, weakness, fatigue, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, unexplained hemorrhage, such as bleeding or bruising. This is a human symptoms signs as well as animals. Animal who infected that Ebola virus, they can have this kind of symptoms as well. Diagnosis. Diagnosing Ebola virus disease in the early stage is difficult since all the symptoms of Ebola virus disease, such as fever, headache, weakness, are not specific to Ebola virus infection. It is flu-like symptoms. So flu and other infectious diseases such as tuberculosis or malaria can have this kind of flu-like symptoms. So it is very difficult to diagnosed in the early stage. If a person shows all the signs of Ebola viral disease and has had a possible exposure, he or she should be isolated and blood sample should be sent to test. Ebola virus is generally detected in the blood when fever and symptoms first occur. The preferred diagnostic test for human is RT-PCR in blood. PCR study may be done in serum, plasma, whole blood, or body fluid as well. IgM ELISA, IgG ELISA, DNA amplification, sequencing, and virus isolation are used for animal diagnosis of Ebola virus. Treatment. Because we don't have specific treatment for Ebola viral disease, so supportive care and symptomatic treatment is the best treatment for so far. Supportive care such as volume and electrolyte replacement, oral intravenous nutrition, and maintenance action status, and maintaining blood pressure, reducing vomiting and diarrhea, and managing fever and pain, and treating other infections if they occur are the best treatment so far. There is no approved antiviral treatment or vaccine yet for human and animals as well. Animals and Ebola viral disease. Virus can infect non-human primates, such as apes and monkey, fruit bats, pigs, dogs, rodents, and laboratory animals, such as guinea pigs, mice, and hamsters. Serologic studies show that Ebola virus has been detected in dogs and cats found in Ebola-affected areas, but there are no reports of dogs or cats becoming sick with Ebola virus or spreading the Ebola virus to people or other animals, even in Africa. We do not know yet whether a patch body or fur can transmit Ebola virus to people or other animals, but pigs are the only species of livestock known to be at risk of infection by an Ebola virus, but not cause illness in people yet. Bats and apes. Bats have served as reservoirs and the source for infection. Gorilla, chimpanzee, and tiger carcasses could be the main source of human infection. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations has warned that consumption of bad meat, especially raw bad meat. Prevention. Since we don't have a specific treatment for Ebola viral disease, prevention is best management for this disease. So as a veterinarian, I'm going to have to test domestic animals in the epidemic areas and quarantine infected animals. And I'm going to have to warn the people avoid direct contact with wild animals and raw meat consumption. If they have to eat the meat, they have to cook the meat properly before consumption. And also, I'm going to have to warn pet owners. Even though we don't have any report dog transmitted Ebola virus to other people or other animals yet, but dog could pass the virus onto the human and through biting, licking, and direct contact with their urine or feces. Pets are at risk as well. So pets exposed to infected individuals' blood or body fluid have a potential risk, and the pet has to be reviewed immediately by the veterinarian. Wildlife. Gorilla and chimpanzee population in the world are also directly at risk. If there is one gorilla or chimpanzee infected with the Ebola virus, since the Ebola virus is very contagious and deadly, so the population of gorilla and chimpanzees could be at risk. So we have to find out the gorilla or chimpanzee infected with the Ebola virus and quarantine them. It is very important to protect ape population. Impacted apes should be searched and quarantined for wildlife continuity. So One Health approach. The interaction of human, animal, policymakers, epidemiologists, and environmental health is the heart of One Health. So the cooperation with human medicine, surveillance system for human-animal infections are required, and the information should be shared with animal medicine and human medicine. The cooperation with policymakers and environmental health. We should legislate the zoning of forests can be developed. The important virus source for human is animal carcasses in the forest, and the virus disease usually peaks in dry season. So the eradication of forest extends the dry season and increase human contact of resource. So we have to restrict forest development, not to be deforested the entire forest. The cooperation with the epidemiologists. We should anticipate which locations are suspicious as a source of the outbreak with the cooperation with them. Yeah, this is it. This is my references. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.